Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to Angular route events hook, that is ResolveStart. So by the end of this session, you will be able to understand what is ResolveStart, why do we use it, what are the benefits, and what are the syntax or structure that we are supposed to follow in order to implement the same. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you are following them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use Angular ResolveStart. Okay. Alright, so now let's get ahead, and just one thing, like if you want to follow the structured content, you can refer the Tech Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. So from there you can take a reference and you can learn more than 3000 free plus resources available in both Hindi and English language. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. Here you can see we have one main heading. So currently I'm in a app.component.html file, which shows the main heading, that is Angular 19 course by Tech Sharmit. After that we have the heading that is telling about the topic, and current topic is ResolveStart demo. Then we have one router link, or you can say the link that will help us to navigate to contact. So from here, like when user click on this link, it will take to the contact. Now the question comes, what is contact? So contact is basically a component. You can see here I have created two component, about component as well as contact component. So in case if you don't know how to create component, you can simply run one simple command, that is ng for Angular, g generate c component, and the name of the component is contact. So when you press enter on this command, it will create a component for you with required 4 files. So what all 4 files are there? First is contact component.css file, which is blank by default. Then we have contact component.html, where we have just noted down one heading, that is contact page. Then we have contact.component.spec.ts, and in this file, like whatever is written is default. We are not going to change anything here, because this is something that comes default. Okay, and usually we avoid to make any changes in the spec file, because this is something related to the testing file, and maybe in future we will use it, but for now we will not use it. Next we have is contact.component.ts file. So in case if you want to create any link inside this contact, you can use this router link, otherwise you can skip it. Okay, so you can see we have just created one simple component. Likewise we have about component. If you want to use that, you can configure it in the same way, but here we will be using only contact component. Okay, fine. Now the next thing is we saw here that we have app.component.html, where we are providing this contact link. So when user click on this contact, at that time, if any resolver is attached to the contact component, then that resolver will send some data, right? So basically at the same time, like when resolver executed, invoked, at the same time it will invoke the ResolveStart method, or not method, ResolveStart hook. Okay, so, or you can say ResolveStart event. So to capture that information, what we will do, we will firstly configure the file and attach the resolver to the contact component, and then we will see how we will capture that event, and accordingly we will write the custom logic. Okay, so for that, let's go to app.route.ts file, where we have noted down the entire path. You can see I am also importing one path for about component. Maybe in any case, if I want to use it, I can simply use it. And prior to that, let's see how we have created this resolver, because we are going to attach the resolver here, right? So prior to that, we should know what is the resolver. So if you want to create the resolver, you can run simply one command, that is ng for Angular, g generate, r for resolver, and then the name of the resolver, that is data. So once you press enter on this command, it will create the resolver file, and it comes with 2 files. One is data.resolver.spec.ts, which is something that we are not going to touch. It is related to the testing file. Second file, or the important file, is data resolver.ts, where we will write the entire logic. So you can see here I'm just noting down some information like console.log, which shows a resolver is running. Okay, so when this resolver gets invoked, it will print this message in the console as a log that resolver is running. Also, you can see here I'm writing this return of message resolve data loaded, and it comes with a delay of 1000 seconds. Okay, so this is just for the message purpose, like it will show after a delay. Fine. So just with these code, like although like you can write many more lines of code here as per your requirement, but just for the demo purpose I'm using this part. Otherwise you can write your own. Now next what we will do, we will simply attach this to the route file. So again, let's go to app.route.ts file and remember this name, okay, because this will be useful. Now in app.route.ts file, you can see we have this path about component. So what exactly it is doing, it is importing the about component, and like we here, like when you add this, it will automatically import this about component, and we are setting this path for about. Likewise, I have set path for contact attached with contact component, and it also here we are also attaching the resolver. So resolve info data resolver. Okay, so it will attach this data resolver with this component. Fine. So these are the all things that you are supposed to set up in the route configuration file. Next, what we are going to do, we are going to click on app.component.ts file, where we will be capturing the information related to ResolveStart. So here what we are doing, like firstly we are importing the router outlet, which will be helpful for showing the output, and then we have router link. It will help us to navigate from one link to another, or you can say one route to another. So these are the two important things that we have imported. When you write it here, it will automatically import it here also. Okay, right now we are not talking about ResolveEnd, otherwise you will get confused. So let me remove it. Yeah, these are the things that we have imported here. Now in the class, what we are doing, we are firstly creating one constructor. So you can see constructor private router, and here we are checking test.router.event.subscribe event. If event instance of ResolveStart is ResolveStart, then we are consoling one message that is ResolveStart fired for, and then the event.url after redirect. Okay, so what it will do, it will show that message whenever this event is captured. Okay, now we have added this logic. Let me tell you, there is another concept that is called ResolveEnd. Although I can explain you here in the same example itself, but it might get confused, like it might confuse you. So I don't want to confuse you. That's why, like, what we will do in the next session, we will separately talk about ResolveEnd. Okay, although it will not take much time, but it's better to explain each and everything in separate session, because here we are mainly focusing only on the ResolveStart. Fine. Now let's run the application to see how it goes, everything. So let me run the command, that is ng for Angular, g generate, ng serve -open, enter. Just press enter, and it will take few seconds to open the application. Once application is open, we will see the output. So here you can see we have one main heading, that is Angular 19 goes by Sharmit. Then we have ResolveStart demo, then we have go to contact. So right now if I click on inspect to check the console, it will show that there is nothing, right? But the moment when I click on this go to contact, it will invoke the resolve, and it will also show you the message. Okay, so let me click on the go to contact, and here you can see we have the message from the resolver. Okay, ResolveStart fired for contact, which is correct, and also it is showing resolver is running. Okay, so this is what we were expecting as an output. So I hope this entire session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will talk about the ResolveEnd, which is almost similar to this because it's the end part of resolver, right? So most of the things would be same. We will just add one more check that will capture the end information. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.